our mothers were traditional women. Women today are not traditional women. They don't have the class our mothers had. They don't have the mentality our mothers had. They don't have the patience.
What's the definition of a traditional woman?
A traditional woman thinks of her family before she thinks of her own self.
None of us in here can be considered traditional women.
What I've noticed is that there's no reward in being a traditional good woman anymore. If you are a traditional woman who's got no, pictures on Instagram, who isn't going out all day, every day, who isn't sleeping around and isn't getting lots of surgery and not putting on loads of makeup, and you're simple, just a traditional woman, there's no reward in that. You will never find a date. You'll never find a man that says, here, let me take you out, here, let me do this. Whereas if you are the most promiscuous, provocative, dangerous woman, your DMs are endless and you are booked every single day of the week and you get to choose which country you want to fly out to. So humans are going to look at where's the most reward, and they're going to lean towards whatever's the easiest and most rewarding and profitable. To realize that men reward promiscuity, they reward toxicity, they reward non-traditional values, but then they claim they want a good woman. And then you're like, this is strange. What they're saying and what they're doing is different. Look at what they're saying. They want good traditional women, but look at what they're investing in. They're investing in the woman with her entire body out, and the other things men will say is, I want a natural woman, no makeup, but you see who they're following on Instagram.
It's so hard to find a traditional woman. I don't want to be running around to get my medication. I don't want to worry about a SMUD bill. I don't want to worry about PG&E. I don't want to worry about the rent. Let me go to work and make the money. Let me fix the thing that's broken. What is so wrong with being a homemaker and being a feminine woman who balances the checkbook? Why is that a bad thing today?
The truth is, you don't have anything to offer women other than money. You never said anything about emotional intelligence, that you're thoughtful, that you're kind, that you're supportive, that you would load a dishwasher, that you would help with the kids. All you want to do is bring home a paycheck, and most women think that's not enough. He goes on to say that if his woman wanted a truck, he would give it to her. And if she wanted a big diamond ring, he would give it to her. What he needs to understand is there is nothing that you could buy a woman that she can't buy herself. What do you have to offer other than money? They always say women are materialistic, but here you are offering up the materials. You only want to do one job, and that's bring home the money. But then you want to give her all 99 of the other jobs. And women are saying, I'd rather do 100 of the jobs than have a man treat me like a mule and run me into the ground. Women were traditional stay-at-home moms, but you all acted like that wasn't good enough. Now that they have jobs, they have replaced you because all you were was a paycheck. Why don't you use that same paycheck to hire help? Get a nanny, a chef, or a maid. Oh, I see. If you get a wife, she'll do it for free or she'll do it for cheap. Now I see why you want a woman. Some of these men aren't looking for love, they're looking for help, but they're too cheap to pay for it. That's why some of their dating profiles sound like help wanted ads. I don't think these men are giving women enough credit. We can tell when you want a partner and when you want an employee.
Whatever happened to these traditional women? Where are they at? Can we bring back the actual women that cook, clean? All these damn girls talk about all the time, I can't find a man, I can't find a man. No shit, Sherlock. No, what? Every girl's the damn same. Every girl claims they're wifey material, but don't do wifey shit. I want the Louis bags. I want to be flown out. That's all y'all care about. Say you want a man? Actually, think to yourself. And I'm not saying this is every girl, because I'm sure there's a lot of great girls out there. But from what I've seen in this generation, majority of girls claim they're wifey material, but don't bring jack shit to the table. So how do you expect these men to give you the world and give you a family, but you don't offer nothing? And if you don't figure out what do you bring to the table as a woman, you'll always be jumping to the next relationship, to the next relationship, to the next relationship. Shit's just getting old.
Look, I'm not trying to be a bioessentialist. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. This is my own personal reflection on the way my life is going right now. Men want women to go 50-50. Men want women to pay the bills around the house. Men want women to pay for their meals, because women can work now. Okay, fine. When I tell you, or men don't think that they should have to buy women expensive things, I want an expensive life. That's what I want. I want to live comfortably. I want convenience. I want to be able to see something. I want to be able to go on vacations and buy the things that I want and enjoy my youth. I want all those things for myself. If a man's not going to give those things to me, I will give those things to me. That's fine. But I'll tell you this right now. The more that I work, the more that I focus on working, the less patience and tolerance I have, the less feminine I feel. And that's another thing that you guys complain about. Oh, women these days, they want to be girl bosses. They're not feminine, You can't have both. If you want me working my ass off so I can give myself the life that I fucking want, which is my right as a human being to want whatever life that I want, I'm not going to be feeling girly pop girl. I'm not going to be feeling all feminine, like willing to drop whatever I'm doing to come see or come go to dinner with you or whatever. I don't want to do that. I can't do that. So at the end of the day, if you guys want these feminine women, if you want women to be in their feminine, you have to provide for them. That's just the way it is. But if you want a woman like the one I'm becoming, who works her ass off to give her whatever she wants out of her life, which is my right, then you have to deal with the fact that I am going to not be able to make time for you. I'm going to look you in your eye and say, tough shit. You're not paying bills around here. Whatever you say doesn't go, bitch. All right? I'll be there when I get there. I'm not going to be present when I'm with you. I'm going to be thinking about work. All right? It goes that way. And honestly, the more that I work and the more that I focus on working, I'm just not interested in dating. And spoiler alert, sorry to ruin the ending for you, it's a lot better. It's a happier life for me. I won't speak for everybody, but I kind of fuck with it. It's a much more rewarding. And you know what? The only time that something gets taken out of my hands is if it's on me. You see what I'm saying? If I don't get something, it's because of me. No one can take anything away from me. No one can hold anything over my head. And that's a really good fucking feeling. So, I don't know, this whole loneliness epidemic, this whole crisis, you guys kind of walked yourself into. The reason why women are no longer behaving traditionally is because men are no longer behaving traditionally. Y'all aren't behaving traditionally either. And traditionally, I'm not saying I agree with it, traditionally men were the ones who provided. And that gave women more time, if they didn't have kids and do all that unpaid labor, to be feminine and to be pretty and to not be stressed out. But since y'all want us to work, we're not going to be that way. We're going to be these girl bosses that you so despise.
Let's listen to this man again.
Our mothers were traditional women. Women today are not traditional women. They don't have the class our mothers had. They don't have the mentality our mothers had. They don't have the patience.
What's the definition of a traditional woman?
A traditional woman
That's what God
thinks
will tell me
of
now.
her family before she thinks of her own self.
That's your
That's a
definition.
traditional. That's your mother. All our mothers thought of the kid, thought of the father, and thought of the house, even thought of the house helpers before she even thought of herself. That's a traditional woman.
Your mother was married off when she was 19, 20, 21, 22, when she was literally in her peak and had a whole life ahead of her. She missed out on the best part of her life because she wanted to support your father, help him achieve his dreams and goals, even though she got no accolades. Aside the saying that behind every successful man is a strong woman. Yes, a strong woman who gave up her life for him, sacrificed her goals and her dreams, never to be remembered, never to be seen, because she is standing behind him and no one is going to see the amount of sacrifice she is making. Sacrifices that felt like bondage because she was confined to unpaid labor and the duty of raising kids that will carry on the man's name. She didn't have any purpose. Even if she did, that purpose went down the drain the moment she got married to your father. Some of your mothers might have been happy doing that because that is how they were groomed to believe that their sole purpose on earth is to satisfy a man. So they throw away their life and center a man. And if given the opportunity to relive their life, I bet you that a huge number of them would not want to meet your father. At least not yet. That is why I laugh at these modern day men that are shouting we no longer have traditional women. The women of this generation are not like our mothers. And the kicker is some of us saw how sad our mothers were. We saw the regret in their faces and heard it from their voices. We knew that woman had a lot to give, but marriage limited her. And somehow we want another man's child to replay that role. Now imagine your mothers in their 20s. Instead of giving birth for these men, they were out there chasing their dreams. Imagine how happy they would have been. And this is not even to shade men. I just want to ask, why is it that the world is changing, but we as men, we are refusing to evolve? We know the truth, but every time we men want to justify this dysfunctional idea with culture and tradition. Why do you get to chase your dreams and your goals and the woman doesn't? Or the better question is, why is it that whenever you see a woman who wants to chase her goals and her dreams, you call her selfish? Selfish for doing the same thing that you as a man is doing. I thought we are supposed to be the logical beings. If I talk now, some of you will say it's a man's world. Men built this world. What did your grandfather build? What did your father build? And what have you built? Where is the evidence? Just remove yourself from these narratives and have a mind of your own, not what the society tells you. I am honestly asking you men to try something new for a change and not do what these people are expecting you to do. I know that sometimes our ego blurs the view and we can't see beyond what is in front of us. But the truth is, some of these changes I am asking you to make as a man is going to even benefit you as well.
These are some of the reasons I think getting a traditional wife in 2026 is a bit hard on my side. Number one, money change everything. Being a traditional wife today is expensive. One income. Most men are not earning enough to support that lifestyle anymore. The lifestyle is different. Everything is expensive from food, the mortgage, the rent, the school fees, and everything. People are not living in 2000s or 1990s anymore, and time has changed, and people are evolving each and every day. And I think that's one thing that makes the lifestyle to be a bit hard, and you cannot be able to not okay. It's not this one is not for everyone, but most of the people are not able just to sustain their family with just one income. They need someone else to supplement it for them to be able at least to live a comfortable life. Things have changed, things are expensive, the gas is expensive, and everything. So times have changed. Number two, women don't need marriage anymore. Back then, women needed men to survive. Now, women have jobs, businesses, careers, and even some have inheritance, and that makes it comfortable for them to live, to be able just to afford anything they want in life, whether it's a vacation, whether it's buying a home, whether it's paying school fees for their kids, whether it's just doing anything for themselves, they are able to cater for each and everything, and that makes it a bit hard for them even to submit because they are going out there and doing everything for themselves. Um, some people wish they can do 50-50 and also get submission from the ladies, and that cannot apply. Things have changed. In traditional marriage setup, this is what used to happen. The work of the wife is just to stay at home, take care of the kids, and be able to manage the home while the husband goes out there, look for the money, and bring the money home for it to be managed by the wife. And that is what is meant by being a traditional wife. Just being at home, taking care of the kids, running of the home, and everything with just one income. But do you think in today's economy where things are expensive, where everything has changed, do you think it's able for one person to run to run each and everything in home without one salary? I think it's a bit difficult, and people just have to agree with it's a bit difficult to get a traditional woman unless you are able to provide 100%. If you are willing to be a provider, 100% provider, I'm sure there are still ladies out there who can be able to submit and also just stay at home and take care of the kids and take care of everything. That is for only the people who are able to provide 100%. But don't wish for 50-50 and then you expect someone to submit to you. It's a bit difficult. You can't want a traditional woman with 50-50 mindset. That is my conclusion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think there are still traditional women out there who are ready to submit to their men, who are ready to do everything for their men, but the men should be able to provide for them 100%. Drop your thoughts down below. I'll be reading the comments. Yes, like the video, share the video to your friends, and credit belongs to the creators of these short videos. Thank you for watching